So there has been a lot of talks with regards to whether the doors of the Black Stars of Ghana should be closed or it should be open for other players to also get access to. This news surfaced on the internet days after the Black Stars of Ghana sealed qualification to play in the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which will be held in the US, Canada, and Mexico, respectively. So the Black Stars will be making their fifth appearance at the Mundial after emerging leaders in Group I with 25 points after their last game on Sunday, where they defeated Comoros 1-0. Kanketsi Mohamed Kudus go in the second half. Now, before we go deep into this issue, I want you to subscribe to the channel Linus Nate TV on YouTube. Linus Nate is spelled LINUSNARTEY. You give your space, you add your TV to it, and then hit on the subscribe button. You turn on your notification that each and every time that there is any content, you'll be the first person to get access to. And don't forget that the name remains Linus Nate. So with regards to whether the Black Stars of Ghana should be ready and willing to accept new players into the squad, or the coach and the technical team should be content with this squad, has raised a lot of concerns with regards to players who are ready and willing to switch nationality and can play for the Black Stars of Ghana. In this regards, two players whose names are Eddie Nketiah of Crystal Palace and then Gha Hudson Odoi of Nottingham Forest are two players whose name have popped up on the internet with regards to whether the Black Stars of Ghana should be ready and willing to accept these two. A player like Eddie Nketiah, who was born in the UK or who was born in the United Kingdom to Ghanaian parents, is eligible to play for the Black Stars after playing for the youth ranks of England. Gha Hudson Odoi also is eligible to play for the Black Stars of Ghana because his parents, who are Ghanaians, gave birth to him in UK or United Kingdom. So it makes it much more eligible for him to switch, or for both of them to switch nationalities to come play for the Black Stars. But Eddie Nketiah, for instance, in 2019, when the Black Stars of Ghana qualified to play in the 2019 AFCON in Egypt under former coach Kwesi Appiah, I mean, we followed this boy for a very long time, but he made it clear that he's not ready. His future is still very young and he wants to focus on club football at that level. He was then with Arsenal by then, so it is quite understandable, or it was quite understood, because he was still very young and then he needed to build his career. So fast forward, after 6 years, Eddie Nketiah has made a U-turn that he is now ready and willing to play for the Black Stars of Ghana after the team has sealed qualification to play at the FIFA World Cup as well. With regards to Gha Hudson Odoi, he was in Ghana some few years ago, I think 3 years ago, under the former government, that is the NPP, where he even went to the Flagstaff House, took a picture with then the sports minister Mustafa Yusuf and then the former president Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. The picture is on your screen for you to see, and he even presented a JC to the president as well. So you can see in your shot that is Gha Hudson Odoi when he was then at Chelsea, because currently he's now with Nottingham Forest in the English Premiership as well. So these are two players that there has been reports in the media that they are ready and willing to come play for the Black Stars. For Gha Hudson Odoi, it was even reported that he was even given a Ghanaian passport, which will make it very smooth for him to be able to switch nationalities and come play for the Black Stars. I think this was prior to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, but after that we didn't hear from them again. Now they have seen it clear that the Black Stars of Ghana will be playing their fifth World Cup, so they want to come and enjoy. What makes this issue much more delicate and interesting is because in all of these regards, there is only one person who will decide whether he needs to include them or he needs to exclude them from the current Black Stars of Ghana. And I'm talking about no other person than the head coach of the Black Stars of Ghana, that is Coach Otto Addo, who has been speaking on this issue with regards to whether his doors are open for new players or players who are ready and willing to switch nationalities and can play for the Black Stars of Ghana. He granted an interview with TV3 where he spoke extensively on this issue. Let's listen to what Coach Otto Addo has to say with regards to Eddie Nketiah and Gha Hudson Odoi.
Already, team qualifies for the World Cup and there are big conversations about who gets in, who doesn't get in. You had to deal with this in the last World Cup as well. And somebody yourself who was born in Europe, who played for Ghana. What is going to be your approach to this ongoing debate about whether you call up Nketiah, whether you call up Hudson Odoi, whether you give Jaden Romodro a chance? What's your overarching ideology about these players and whether they played in the qualifiers or not?
I mean, in general, we will look at each case one by one And without naming or giving names, there are players which we have been chasing since I was a coach in 2021, who didn't reply to our call or didn't want to come, and it's very, very difficult, to say in general this is what we do. So we have to see each case by case, and it's a different thing if we haven't approached you, and now you want to come, then we have been approaching you all the way, and you said no, but now that as we are at the World Cup, you want to come. And I think Ghana should always have a certain pride also as a country. I think also that we need to go on each player and to check the commitment, which is very, very crucial, because we have a very good unity, and I definitely don't want to destroy this with bringing players in who don't have the commitment. So commitment has to be first, and then from there we will see if anyone shows in the next 6, 7, 8 months from his performance, but also from commitments, that he wants to play for Ghana, then we are always open.
When I look at players like yourself, Tony Bafo, I remember when you made your debut, that there was this strong connection. A bit of that seemed to go away in the Kevin Prince Boateng era a bit. And sometimes people suggest that the players don't settle in well. From your experience as somebody with a similar background, what would you do to make any new players who come into the side a lot more settled, a lot more comfortable, and a lot more able to integrate better into the team?
And I think the most important thing is the players at such who are already there, that they try to welcome them warm, the captain as a leader, but also the leaders in general to integrate the players well. It's very, very important to speak to them, to engage with them, to help them if there's any problem. And then surely me as a coach, but also the staff, to integrate them well. And this is, I think, the key for each and every player coming in new. But like I said before, I don't know what will happen in 8 months, 9 months, but I guess that the core of this squad will stay. They deserve it. They were there in very difficult times. They are there playing all the qualifiers. So this is also what I will put into the whole box of deciding what to do.
Oh, and then so this leads me nicely into another issue that never seems to go away, and it is that somebody should not play a qualifiers for a different set of players to come and play. It's not necessarily to do with players who were born outside, but generally that when a set of players play qualifiers, you must pick those players for the World Cup. Surely a coach does not think wholesale that way, especially when different players can come up, form will change, and that sort of thing. Is that the case for you?
No, at the end, I don't know what will be in 6, 7, 8 months, because the last call or the last discussion will be, let's say, ending of May, and then there surely we will watch, like always, the performances, the commitment also now during the next upcoming games, and then the performance in the national team, and this will decide. But I don't think there will be like much change, because we have seen already a lot. And I think we choose wise, and that's why we qualify for the World Cup. And so, it will be difficult decisions. This one is for sure, but I'm very, very sure that we'll make the right decision at the end.
Yeah, so that was Coach Otto Addo on the issue of Eddie Nketiah and Callum Hudson Odoi with regards to their availability and possible switch to come play for the Black Stars of Ghana ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup.